Hey everybody, welcome to Talk About Houses. Today we're going to do a market update for the Las Vegas real estate market for June. So it's actually the end of May, but we're looking into June. We're projecting what's going to happen. As many of you know, we've been tracking 4 critical indicators, and we've been watching for about 6 months now, watching these change. So we're just going to jump right into the first slide. Okay, the first slide that we're going to see are the active number of listings. As you can see, if we go back to June of last year, we had a little over 16,000. That's a really healthy number for this market. That's probably where we probably are in a normal healthy market. You can see every month that number has changed, dramatically changed December, January, February, and it's still starting to keeping to decline. But in May, we got down to just under 9,000. That's total listings available in the month. It includes condos and townhomes. Okay, important point. You probably are watching other videos about Las Vegas and you're getting different numbers. Well, because what they're doing is they're taking out condos, townhomes, and high rises. They're just doing single family homes. And I think that's bad because condos, townhomes, and high rises are a big part of the market. A lot of people live in townhomes, and some of these townhomes look like houses. They're just attached houses. So we're including the number because it does give a better overall feel for the real estate market, not just for single family homes. Okay, next thing we're going to look at is months of inventory. As you can see, we had over 3 months of inventory. Healthy markets, probably 3 to 5 months. We're down to like 2 months of inventory. That means based on the number of sales, that if we stop putting new houses on the market, we would sell out in like 2 months, and that includes everything. It's probably less with single family residential homes because those are a little bit higher demand. But you can see in May that it increased a little bit, the total number of months inventory. And that's because the sales dropped off just a hair. We had, a few less homes sold, which is unusual for May. The next thing is showing the average days on the market. So what's important about this is, remember, this is half of the homes sold for more, half sold for less. This is not the average, it's actually the median. And as you can see that when a house comes on the market, if it's a great house, it usually sells pretty quickly. And, if it's priced wrong or whatever, then it takes longer. But you can see here about 8 days. 8 days, that means the average house that goes on the market, in 8 days, it's sold, half of them. Half of them are sold within 8 days. It may sell the first day, the second day, the third day, but by 8 days, half of them are sold. So it's very interesting. Now, the last thing we're going to see is the one you all have been waiting for, right? And what's interesting about this last one is, before I show it to you, now that this is the prices, okay? Now remember, this is prices for all properties. So it's not just single family homes. It includes condos, townhomes, and high rises. Okay, but before I show you this, I've got some anecdotal information, very interesting, and we're going to talk about it right afterwards. So here's what you've all been waiting for, the median sale price. And as you can see, that it's increasing still. It's been steadily increasing. A lot of market forces causing this to happen. 1 are a lack of new properties on the market. 2, a lot of people have money. 3, a lot of people are moving here. 4, builders haven't been building enough homes over a long enough period of time to capture all the demand that's happening specifically here in Las Vegas, okay? Also, keep in mind, this number is the median for all sales. Condos and townhomes will tend to be in the lower. So if we strip those out, this number is going to be like 400,000 probably. Upper 390 something, 400 for single family homes. But we're looking at the whole market. So we're looking at townhomes, townhouses, and condos in here as well. Now, the anecdotal information. So I did a video at the beginning of the year. We talked about the real estate market actually being a bubble and crashing. And a lot of people said the market's overvalued. So I put a challenge to people and said, look, if you think the market is too much and it's going to crash, put your money where your mouth is. Sell your house and then move into a rental and wait a couple years. Wait a year, wait 2, wait 3. When the market crashes, come back in and buy. You've got all this cash, right? You've been sitting on now, and get a better deal on a home. Well, as some of you know, we do property management for investor clients. And the last 2 tenants that we put into one of our properties that we're managing, when we went to do the rental verification, and they said, well, we haven't been renting, we've been homeowners, so we don't have any rental verification. We said we were homeowners. They both said the same thing. We live here in Vegas. We think the market is too hot and it's going to crash. So we sold our house and we're getting out of the market and we're going to rent and then see what happens. Okay. So there's one of 3 things can happen. One is the market could crash and then they would be vindicated that they did the right thing. The other could be that the market just kind of stagnates, or it has a slight decline, but it's not enough to make up for what it costs to get in and out of a house. Because remember, you have commissions and title and escrow, and if you get a loan, you got to go through that process, and then you have loan costs. So there are costs. It's not like E-Trade, right? Or buying crypto, where you just get in and out in a day, and you can just have a really small transactional fee. It doesn't work that way with a home. So as a general rule, it would have to really drop like 15%, 10 to 15%. And a minimum before it makes sense for that to happen. So home prices have to drop quite a bit, probably 60 grand for single family homes, because if you sold your home, you paid commissions and you pay title and escrow fees. Not only that, you may potentially have tax consequences of selling the house. So we're going to find out, probably in a couple of years. We won't know for a couple of years, right? If that was a smart move or not. But it's interesting because a lot of people, I don't think, did that in 2005. And I think in this market, some people maybe are inclined to do that. Now, that's actually good news. You're saying, oh, that's bad. No, it's good news. And this is why. Because if the market tanks, there's all these people that have said they want to buy a house. So they'll come back into the market. They'll come back in and they'll buy a house. And that's good too. The other good thing about that is it's more homes on the market. So that actually helps keep this price increase from going even higher, because there's people willing now, market forces are happening. There's people willing to put their house on the market, sell it to somebody else, and sit around. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Most of the investors I work with were saying, don't sell the house, don't sell your house, just collecting rent. Rents are going up. So rents are going up pretty strongly. Anyway, so we're getting close to halfway through the year. We're 5 months through the year. So far, my predictions have been pretty accurate. It's bubbly. I don't foresee a crash. I don't see anything really happening in the next year bad. I see continued of what's going to happen. Just most of this is just based on how long I've been doing this and what people are telling me. People that I talk to about buying, selling, and people who understand the bigger picture economically here in Las Vegas. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Like this video, please subscribe, and we'll see you on another video. Thanks.